On its 30th year anniversary, Hubble Space Telescope captured this beautiful portrait of a firestorm of a star birth, dubbed as Cosmic Reef, in a neighboring galaxy. It is Hubble's orbit above Earth's atmosphere which makes these kind of majestic observation even possible. Similarly, the Compton Gamma Ray Observatory, launched a year after Hubble in year 1991, was dedicated to observing high-energy radiation. Third in its series, Chandra X-ray Observatory, launched in year 1999, was designed to detect X-ray emission from very hot regions of the universe. Since X-rays are absorbed by Earth's atmosphere, Chandra orbited up to an altitude of 139,000 km in space. Finally, launched in the year 2003, Spitzer Space Telescope was NASA's premier infrared observatory, offering astronomers the chance to see the infrared universe, which was hidden to us normally. All these mighty telescopes help scientists study different parts of electromagnetic spectrum of light with unprecedented clarity and sensitivity. Together, they were part of NASA's Great Observatory program. After several budget overruns, testing problems, design changes, the wait is finally over. Years of hard work spanning over whole careers of many scientists and engineers, the mighty, all-powerful, the James Webb Space Telescope is finally ready for its launch on the Ariane 5 rocket. To unravel the mysteries of universe with its state-of-the-art instruments and mind-boggling design, but wait, how did we even get here? A few million years after the Big Bang, the very first stars and galaxies were formed. Light from those earliest stars and galaxies have been traveling for over 13.6 billion years, covering over a distance of 13.6 billion light years. After such long journey, those lights have become so feeble and faint due to much redshifting and energy loss that it is quite impossible to detect them from the present telescopes. James Webb Space Telescope is designed to discover and study those very first stars and galaxies formed in the early universe. To see these faint objects, Webb telescope is required to detect 10 to 100 times fainter objects that Hubble can see. To achieve such high sensitivity, Webb's primary mirror is 6.5 meters in diameter, roughly 6 times the size of Hubble's. Webb's primary mirror is composed of 18 accurately shaped gold-plated beryllium mirror segments. The choice of beryllium was made due to its lightweight, stiffness, and its stability at very cold temperatures. And gold plating is done in order to optimize it for infrared light, as gold reflects red and infrared light extremely well. With it, Webb is also carrying 4 scientific instruments. All these Webb's 4 cutting-edge infrared instruments and cameras operate at super cold temperatures colder than the surface of Pluto. Getting this kind of chilling temperature is done with the help of largest sun shield ever flown, a 5-layer tennis court-sized sun shield that blocks heat from the Earth, Sun, and the Moon. And in order to block the radiation from all these bodies at all times, James Webb Space Telescope will be placed in an orbit around the Sun at a special location known as the Lagrange point or L2 point, which is quite a unique place where combined gravitational forces of Sun and Earth almost cancels out. So Webb will be orbiting this L2 point almost 1.5 million kilometers from the Earth, or about 4 times the Earth-Moon distance. Once launched, Webb will be the most powerful telescope capable of telling us more about the origin of our universe, and will also observe physical and chemical properties of planetary systems and investigate the potential for life in those systems for at least next 5 years of its planned life. But before all of that, Webb has to successfully launch And it turns out launching this 6200 kg delicate marvel of engineering is quite a difficult job. If fully deployed, it is too large to fit inside any rocket fairing, so it needs to be folded to squeeze inside the Ariane 5 rocket. Well, a story does not end at liftoff. Even after successful liftoff, Webb has to go through a series of deployment procedures, which includes 300 single point of failure items and around 50 major deployments and 178 release mechanisms, which must work to deploy those 50 parts even before any science mission could begin, which would take around 6 months. With over 30 years of hard work and $10 billion at stake, launching James Webb Space Telescope won't be stressful, right?